Hey guys, hey, really lazy video right now. If you can't tell, I'm just on the couch, just got done working, but catching up on Raw and SmackDown on Hulu. And so here's my thing. I was reading today. I came across something online. Cesaro talking about. I mean, everybody knows how unhappy he is, and not being used to his potential. And I think everybody can agree with that. But I also saw that there was a rumor that he might actually just not come back when his contract ends here in 2016. Uh, Now, the reason I want to talk about this for a couple minutes is because that's a huge talent to leave. If you get right down to it, athleticism, strength, just presence in the ring, how he can tell a story in the ring, his mic work. I mean, for the most part, he is an amazing talent. He's just not being utilized right. I could pretty sure everybody's on the same page. Maybe it's just me though. This best of seven with Sheamus, like I honestly don't even fucking care. I don't. It's just not whatever, because in my eyes it's like, yeah, Sheamus is Sheamus, but Cesaro is better than that, and he should be way higher up the ladder right now, in my opinion. And I think that's a lot of people's same opinion. Now, him potentially leaving kind of makes you wonder. There's a lot of things going on in the world of wrestling right now, not just in WWE. ROH is doing great. TNA, the stuff with the Hardys was it was awful but amazing all at the same time. But it was good, and it's definitely sparked more interest in TNA. And now with Dixie Carter finally kind of being out of the picture, and of all people, Billy Corgan, who for me, not a huge surprise. If you didn't know, though, Billy Corgan, lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins, always been a huge wrestling fan. Actually had his own, I believe, I don't know if he was full owner. I would have to look into it, but he was affiliated in a role with an indie promotion years ago. Then he, in the last couple of years, became, I think he was head creative and talent relations, I think, for TNA, and just of a little while ago now he is the president of TNA. So you look at that. You look at someone who's a fan, who gets it, and now has a company with some good, with not the best, I guess, history, but I mean, obviously it's doing better than anything because it is the number two. I mean, if you really get down to it, because it is on, it's the next show that you're gonna find on cable TV, I guess. So you got him gone. You got him there. You got rumor of Cesaro possibly leaving. You've got Cody Rhodes, and for that matter, Eden, who was a huge asset as a ring announcer, I believe. Um, they're out working the indies now. You've got Del Rio not coming back now. You look at some other people. DiBiase, you know, he was an amazing talent, just never got used right. So the reason I bring all this up is I'm not saying we're gonna see someone pop up and be like right up there neck and neck like we did with the Monday Night Wars and WCW and WWE. But what do you all think the potential is of like a TNA or ROH gaining more steam, and possibly now, especially TNA? That's my thing. It's TNA. You got Billy Corgan now, president, running everything. You got a lot of really big name free agents out there that are not in WWE. And you also got to look at, I mean, this new breed. These guys, I mean, yeah, they get there and they love being in WWE, but it's almost like once you get there and you've done it, cool, great. It comes back to, in the end, I love wrestling. I want to wrestle, whether it's WWE or not. Look at Daniel Bryan. He had always said, if it never worked out, he would just go back to the indies. too big of a name, too big of a sell as far as merchandise for him to go anywhere, which is why you see him now in this general manager role. And who knows? Who knows? I mean, a lot of the stuff with him coming back and actually making a comeback in the ring, you know, it is what it is. If they ever decide to actually clear him, great. And yeah, the whole talking smack in him and Miz really definitely made a feud with those two something everybody wants to see. But the fact of the matter is, when he wasn't getting cleared and wasn't being used in a televised role, but not in a non-in-ring action way, he was perfectly fine with going back to the indies just so he can wrestle. So you got all these guys, because there's a lot of big names, and what do you think? I could see a lot of these names going maybe towards like TNA, and you got someone now. And I don't want to say Billy Corgan is a great wrestling mind because I don't know personally, but I know he's been a fan forever, and I know he's a hardcore fan. You got to think he's got to have some pretty good ideas, right? And with the talent that's out there, he can maybe turn TNA into a pretty good show. I'm just throwing it out there. What do you all think? I want to know. Comment, get at me at Twitter at Ace Sharini. That is at Ace, ACE. And my last name is Sharini. It's all one word. So ACECHIARINI. Let me know what y'all think, all right? And enjoy the rest of your week. A couple more weeks. Got a show at Mill City. I think it's called Crush 8. ECW original. The hardcore legend. New Jack is going to be at the show. Can't wait for that one. So, if you're in the Midwest area, especially the Twin Cities area, sorry for the shaking. Get some tickets to that, and I will see you down there at Mill City Nights for that. Otherwise, we'll check in later on in the week. I believe Backlash this Sunday already. I didn't even realize that. So, I'll check in, let y'all know what I thought of that. Check out my friends Adam and Sam Daily Wrestling With YouTube show. It was on a couple weeks ago, so you can watch that. And yeah, check it out. Also, Shotgun Radio podcast. Wrestling podcasts are boys Zach to the squared, Zach and Zach. Good friends that we like to hang out with when we're down into Waterloo, Iowa show. So give them some love. Listen to their episode. It's all love, everybody. Love it, love it, love it. Love wrestling, right? All right. We'll check in with y'all later.